Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to be looking at the Neca, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, Tokka and Rahzar 2-pack. Tokka and Rahzar were some mutated animals exposed to the turtle mutagen in the second film. Tokka was made from a snapping turtle, and Rahzar from a wolf. Now Shredder was going to use these to take out the turtles, but to his dismay, they were made from babies. They were very stupid, and they recognized him as their mother, but he was still able to use them as they were very strong and obedient. So let's go and check out the packaging here. As you can see, it says Nickelodeon, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, Tokka and Rahzar. You can see the turtles looking at the mutagen. At the top, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, here are the two creatures. At the bottom, got some credits, and there's a barcode as well. On one side, we've got Tokka. On the other side, we've got Rahzar. Then on the back, here are the two of them holding some weapons and taking on the turtles. So with no further ado, let's crack them open. They're huge and they're heavy. Alright, now that we got these figures out of the package, here they are with all their accessories laid out. Tokka comes with 4 alternate hands, totaling 6 interchangeable hands. Rahzar also comes with 6 interchangeable hands. Rahzar also includes his shield. Between the two of them, there's a large wooden beam, a large metal pipe. They've got a box of donuts, a bunch of donuts to fit in the box, one loose donut that's crushed, showing the retro mutagen cube inside. They've got the TGRI mutagen canister, and a fire extinguisher. But before we look at the accessories, let's check out the actual figures. So let's check out Tokka first. I will tell you, the likeness on these guys is fantastic. Look at that face. Looks like he's going to have some jaw articulation. It's a great rendition of Tokka from the film. Looks like it jumped right off screen. That snapping turtle neck. Look at all the details, all the different sculpting lines on his neck. It looks really sharp so far. Spikes on the shoulders. His shell is amazing. Just sculpting detail all over. Different paint colors. These spikes. Such an elaborate job there. Going further down, his armor looks really cool. Got his, I don't know, sort of sashes and dirty cloths hanging off him. It looks superb. They knocked this guy out of the park. Everything about him, the detail, the size is fantastic. And let's check out Rahzar. He also looks great. His face has that exaggerated Muppet look to it. Looks fantastic. Look at those eyes, that mouth, that beard. Articulated jaw as well. He's got that kind of trashy armor he had, and some of it has real chains on the back. Very nicely done. The sculpting detail on his fur, the different colors, is just amazing. Looks so good. They did an excellent job with these figures. Every little detail is just so well done on the armor, on the fur. Very pleased with what I'm looking at. But man, that face looks just like the film. And here they are, broken down as far as they can go, with all the removable parts detached. In this video, we'll take a look at each of the figures, their accessories, their height, their articulation, and then we'll look at them with some other Turtle movie figures. Let's start off by looking at Tokka's hands. Here's his first pair of hands. These are some open hands. Here's his next pair of hands. These are some semi-open gripping hands. These will probably be my default hands of choice for him, as it looks like they can hold his wooden log. And here's his third pair of hands. These are also some semi-open gripping hands, but these have a much smaller grip. Now let's look at Rahzar's hands. These are some open hands, but it looks like they could potentially grip something large. And then his next pair of hands. These are some semi-open gripping hands with a medium type grip. And then his third pair of hands. These are also some semi-open gripping hands with what appears to be a smaller grip. Now let's look at the wooden beam, or split log. Detail on this is fantastic. Look at all those lines. It looks like wood. There's a few different spots where the fingers can sort of fit in to hold it better. The backside, you've got the outside of the tree. Even as the lines on the side, detail's just very nice. Now, the back of the package shows Tokka holding this, but the way they package it implies it goes to Rahzar, so either one of them can use it. Here's Tokka holding the log. He doesn't have to use the little holes for his fingers, holds it just fine. And here's Rahzar holding the log. Here's the metal pipe. This thing looks pretty good. It's got a lot of texturing and weathering to it. It looks worn. It's got light gray and dark gray and everything in between. It's got kind of a hole on either side. I can find a lot of uses for this thing, whether it being lying in the background of a junkyard or any kind of a figure picking up the pipe to fight somebody with. Here's Rahzar holding the metal pipe. And here's Tokka holding the metal pipe. Here's Rahzar's shield. Looks like it's made of some kind of trash can lid or something. Of course, that kind of makes sense. They were in the junkyard at the beginning. It's got a couple straps for his hand. They're only attached at one side, and that might be for the best. Here he is, holding his shield. Fits around his hand nicely. One hand with the strap inside, and the other one on his forearm. It totally matches the color scheme of the rest of his armor. Now let's look at the fire extinguisher. It's a combination of red, black, and then silver on the handle. The writing, sort of gibberish, you can't actually make it out. The sort of hose here is soft and it's bendable, movable, pretty nice. Here's one of the turtles holding the fire extinguisher. In the film, they used a fire extinguisher and sort of fed it to Tokka and Rahzar to expedite the demutagen process. Here's Donnie shoving the fire extinguisher down Tokka's throat. And of course, even though they didn't hold in the film, Tokka and Rahzar could hold this thing as well. Here's the TGRI mutagen canister. Thing looks pretty cool. Full of mutagen. In the film, there was one canister left, and that's how they made Tokka, Rahzar, and Super Shredder. Here it is, next to a couple of other TGRI canisters. These two came with the DC Collectibles Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. One of them is supposed to be full of mutagen, and one is empty. I do believe the upcoming accessory pack is going to come with a broken canister. I can't wait to get the baby turtles to put next to the canister. That'll be pretty cool. And they damn sure never held in the film, but either one of these guys can hold the canister if you'd like. Now let's look at the box of donuts, the crushed donut, and the remaining 7 donuts. So the box here says simply donuts on it. It's made of cardboard. It is able to be open and shut. Be careful, I can see this thing getting damaged pretty easily. Then you've got 7 donuts together. You should be able to put these inside the box. And you've got this crushed donut here with a little cube on the inside. Very cool to come with these accessories. I'll probably end up giving the donuts to my Gotham City Police Department in the long run. Here's a box of donuts shut with the donuts inside. They actually help keep it shut. Once you open it, you can see them in there. Here are the turtles trying to feed the donuts to Tokka and Rahzar by honoring the ancient ritual of pre-fight donuts. Here they are, reaching for the donut. Apparently they have a sweet tooth. And then he crushes the donut, exposing their deception. At first, they're chomping on the donuts and are very happy. Here's Detective Bullock in the Gotham City Police Department sharing some donuts with his fellow officers. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figures and their accessories, now let's check out their height. Tokka here, from bottom to top, sitting at about 7.1 inches tall, and then Rahzar sitting at about 7.4 inches tall. Now let's check out their articulation, and let's start off with Tokka. I will say the joints on both these guys were really tight. They will both benefit greatly from a hot water bath. So starting with his head here, and the first thing that caught my attention was the hinged jaw. This thing can open and shut, very cool. And the way they did the paint job on the inside of the mouth, it's glossy and shiny, kind of making it look wet or representing saliva. His head can rotate around, turn from side to side, look up and down, very nice for the snapping turtle's neck. Did an excellent job on that guy's articulation there. Shoulders on a ball joint. Can only go out about this far. A little bit disappointing there. Up, down, around, all that good stuff. He does have double jointed elbows. You can see the top part going in, and then the bottom part can go in about that far, together like that. Has rotation at the top, and it has rotation at the bottom as well. His wrists can rotate, and it's going to be hinged as well. He's got this turtle shell front, but there is articulation hidden behind it. You can rotate a little bit from side to side and turn him around. It's a ball joint, but you can't get a lot of use out of it. Legs on ball joints, they go about this far. They can move independently against the ball very nicely. Go forward about that far, back about that far. Now his knees are also double jointed. You see the top part goes down, and the bottom part as well. Not quite as much there. Can rotate at the top, can also rotate at the bottom. And then his ankles, another ball joint, goes up and down. It can tilt and rock, and it can rotate a little bit as well. And now, let's look at Rahzar. Starting with his head. Another thing that caught my attention was the articulated jaw. Very nice. You can see the entire beard moving. I really like that. He has articulation of the neck below the head, at the top of the neck. The ball joint there goes up and down and can rotate. Then he has more articulation at the base of the neck, just giving him a very wide range of motion of things he can do with his head here. Very nice. Shoulders on a ball joint goes out about this far. A little bit disappointing as well. They do a good job with the armor here. It doesn't obstruct anything. It's pretty loose. It's soft. It can move around. Arms up, down, around, all that good stuff. No bicep cut, but it does have double jointed elbows with 2 points of rotation. So it can rotate at the top. It can also rotate at the bottom. Here's the top part going in. And then here's the bottom part going in together like so. His wrists can rotate, and it's hinged as well. His torso here, behind the armor, he's got a ball joint, can rotate around, can also go forward and back. Very nice. Legs go about this far, ball joints as well, and they can move independently and swivel. Forward, about that far. Back, about that far. Now I believe he has single jointed knees, unlike Tokka. They can go in about that far, more than 90 degrees, pretty nice. They can rotate as well. And then his ankles go up and down. They can tilt and rock, and a little bit of rotation. Here's Tokka and Rahzar, first being introduced to Shredder, and he is confident they will call him Master. But no, they end up calling him Mama instead. Here are the turtles, looking up at Tokka and Rahzar, fighting over who's going to fight the ugly one. But which one's the ugly one? Here they are, in a huge battle. Shredder in the foot with Tokka and Rahzar versus the turtles. Now let's check them out, compared with some other action figures. Starting off with some other Ninja Turtle figures. Here they are with the 4 movie Ninja Turtles. I love how much bigger these guys are than the turtles, just like in the film. Here they are next to Shredder and the Foot Clan. Now I don't have my Super Shredder from Turtles 2 yet, but he is pre-ordered from the Neca store, so I should be getting him pretty soon. They did say they're going to be making a standard Shredder from Turtles 2 as well, and I really hope they give us Tatsu to round out the collection of villains. Here they are next to Casey Jones, Raphael in Disguise, and Splinter. Now they did announce they're going to be making an April from the first film, and they came to an agreement they're going to make an unmasked Casey Jones. If they can only give us Tatsu to round out the collection, I'll be completely satisfied. Then, here they are next to the DC Collectibles Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Turtle and Shredder figures. Here's Tokka next to a couple of Slash figures. Slash is another evil, mutated turtle. I really do wish the Slash figure was bigger. Maybe not as big as Tokka, but at least as big as the movie Turtles. And here's Rahzar next to another wolf figure. This is a werewolf figure from McFarlane's Fortnite line. Now let's check them out, compared with some action figures from different various companies, to see how they fit in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix them with. Here they are with some of their Neca brothers. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from Neca Toys, all 7-inch scale. And here they are with some DST or Diamond Select toys. Then with some McFarlane toys. And here they are next to some DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures. Then here they are next to some Mattel wrestling figures. And here they are next to some Mezco 1/12 cloth soft goods action figures. Then with some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures. And next to some Mafex figures. Then with some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here they are next to some SH Figure Arts action figures. And finally, here they are next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. So overall, these figures are great. Their paint job is excellent. I don't see any flaws at all. And their sculpt is even better. The amount of sculpting detail in these guys is nothing short of impressive. Their articulation is pretty nice. The only gripe I have there is their shoulders can't go out very far. Their accessories are also top notch. You can reenact pretty much any scene with them from the film. So overall, Neca knocked these guys out of the park, and I'd expect nothing less. Every single release from the Turtles films has been on point. I can't wait to see what's next. These guys look like they jumped right off the screen. Overall, if I were to rate these guys, I'd give them a very solid 8 out of 10. I'd probably give Tokka an 8.5 and Rahzar an 8. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.